Hi, Keely from Yoga for All here. There's a lot of us working from home at the moment, and we're fixed at our desk for long periods of time, and the desks might not be the best setup for us at this time for our posture, which is then leaving us with neck aches and back aches and tight shoulders. So I just wanted to show you a few stretches that you could do to help relieve some of these aches and pains. So we need to move as much as we can. Our bodies don't like being fixed in one position. So when we decided to take a break, it's quite nice just to give the back a little bit of a rest. So facing our desks, we're just going to take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're just going to fold forward towards your desk, resting your forehead on your hands. Closing the eyes. So just relaxing the mind as well as relaxing the back. And then we're going to take another inhale. As you exhale, we're going to come forward to rest on our hands. So resting our head on our hands. Becoming aware of the back muscles relaxing. And just hold it here. Relaxing the mind, relaxing the back. You can stay for as long as you need to. And when you're ready, you're just going to slowly bring yourself back up. Coming back up. Okay, just coming back round to the front. So you might find you get quite a tight, achy neck from being at the desk for long periods of time. And some people, without being aware of it, end up with their head slightly forward where they're looking at the screen for those long periods. So it's worth just checking in every now and then and just taking your fingers towards your chin and just bringing the head back slightly. And then we're just going to do a few stretches for the neck. So just start to drop the chin towards the chest so you feel a stretch on the back of the neck. And then begin to roll your head to one side. And then to the middle. And to the other side. Just doing a couple more each side. So roll one side. And back round. To the opposite side. One more each side. And then coming back to the middle and slowly bringing the head back up. Okay, well then you're just going to stretch the side of the neck. So you're just going to drop your head to the right side, taking the right hand to the side of the head, dropping the left arm down by your side, and with the hand you're going to pull the neck over a little bit further and then start to stretch those left fingertips away. So but you're in control of the stretch, so only go as far as is comfortable for you. And then to change the angle of the stretch, tip the head slightly forward. And you'll notice the stretch will move to a different area of the neck. And slowly releasing the stretch and coming back up. And then we're going to do that the other side. So we're going to drop the head to the side, hand to the side of the head. Remember, you're in control, stretching the fingertips, and the more you stretch, the stronger the stretch will be. So just be a little bit mindful. And then bringing the head slightly forward a bit further. You'll notice the stretch changes to a different area. And slowly bringing the head back up. Okay, next moving on to the shoulders. Without realising it, when we're fixed in that one spot looking at the computer screen, sometimes we start to round forward and we're closing and shortening the chest muscles, and then we're stretching the rhomboid muscles which are on the back. So every now and then you just want to take a break and maybe just roll the shoulders back. We're just going to start to roll the shoulders back to open the chest up. And then interlocking the fingers together behind you and roll the shoulders back and down, just opening that chest. And just hold it there for a moment, breathing. And releasing the hands. And then we're just going to stretch out the sides of the body, sides of the trunk. So we're going to interlock our fingers together. Pointing your index fingers, just stretching the arms up in the air. And you take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to point to the right corner of the room. So we're not collapsing at the waist, you're keeping that length in the spine. And we're stretching to the right. And we're going to inhale back to the middle. As you exhale, stretch to the left. Ready, one more each side, so inhaling. Exhaling across and not collapsing at the waist, keeping that length. Inhale as you come up. Exhale, switching to the other side. Inhale to come up. Exhale, releasing your arms. Then we're just going to twist. We're going to take our right hand to the side of our chair, left hand onto our right leg. We're going to inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, you twist round, looking over the right shoulder. Inhaling, come back round to the front. As you exhale, you go into the other side. So lengthening the spine first before you twist. And coming back round to the front. And then moving down to kind of the hips and the lower back. Where we've been fixed in this position for quite a long time, you might get tightness in the front of the hips. Also tightness in the lower back. So it's quite nice if we can just start to move the legs, so just hugging one leg in and alternate. Just getting the legs moving. So this is going to stretch out the backs of the legs into the glutes, into the lower back. Yeah, getting the legs moving. And then we want to look at starting to stretch into that psoas muscle and the hip flexors in the front of the hip here. So we're just going to pivot slightly to the side and you're going to take one leg out to the side. Okay, maybe supporting yourself, holding onto the side of the chair, and you take the arm up, it's the same side as that leg, really stretch up and you'll feel that stretch a bit more down the front. And then even put in a side stretch, so feeling it even more. Hold it. Then coming back up, releasing the arm, and then we're going to pivot to the other side and again taking the leg out. Maybe start to feel a stretch already in the front of the leg. Taking the arm up, increasing that stretch, and even up slightly over to the side increases that stretch a little bit more. And coming back up, releasing the hands. As well, you might start to notice things in the hands and the feet. I mean, we've been fixed in the same position for quite a long time. So maybe just starting to raise the heels and then rocking backwards and forwards on the toes, heels and toes. Or another variation, taking one leg in front and just start to point and flex the foot, getting the circulation going in the feet, circling the foot one way and circling it the other way. And then trying that on the other foot, taking the leg out, pointing and flexing. Circling one way, circling the other way. Releasing down, and the wrists and the hands, especially the mouse hand if you've been working quite a bit. So maybe just bringing a bit of movement to the wrists, circling the hands, circling them one way, circling them the other way. And then working onto fingers, making fists and opening your hands. And then a really nice stretch for the forearms. We're going to take the hands in front, backs of the hands touching each other. Making a fist with the hands and then start moving the fists away from each other. So you're bending at the wrists and you'll feel that stretch going up the forearms. Okay, and releasing the hands down. Okay, another stretch we're going to do to really lengthen out the back is we can do it standing or we can do it using our desk. So if we're using our desk, I'm just going to turn my chair. So if we're using our desk, we're facing our desk and we're just going to lengthen our arms out as far as you can across the desk, really lengthening out and stretching the back. You might feel that lengthening in the side of the body. Okay, and again you can hold that as long as you feel you need to and coming back up. Or another version, if you want to stand, it'd be quite good to stand because you've been sitting for quite a while, is you can do that using the back of the chair. So holding on the back of the chair, I might go out of view a little bit. And again we're going to lengthen the spine. So you're trying to get your body parallel with the floor. Your feet are roughly hip width apart, lengthening out the back. And then to come out of this, you start to walk towards the chair and you slowly come back up. One more really nice stretch, if you can get up and move. I'm just going to turn the camera a little bit so you can see. If you've got a ledge or a door frame or something nearby, what we're going to do is we're going to lengthen out the back. So if you can find something to hold on to that's really good, it might be the top of the door, you might be able to reach the architrave around the door. So just hooking on the top of the door, just strengthening out the body, lengthening out the body. And just hold it there. And releasing the arms. Maybe just doing a couple of standing stretches, just interlocking the fingers, turning the hands, stretching them up, really nice lengthening of the spine. And releasing the arms down. Okay, then before you get back into your work again, it's quite nice just to take a few mindful breaths. So that's what we're going to do next. So we're going to go to sitting in the chair. We're going to sit back in our chairs. And you're just going to close your eyes for a moment. Just see if you can feel the belly rising and falling as you breathe. And we're going to do 5 mindful breaths. So just taking your focus to the belly rising and falling as you breathe. And just keeping your attention on the belly. Just beginning to open your eyes. Ready to move on with the rest of your day. So taking as many breaks as you need to, as many breaks as you can. Our bodies don't like being fixed in one position. Maybe also looking at your seat and the way you're set up. Ideally you want your feet flat on the floor at your desk. If they're not, then putting something under the feet. Also, some sort of back support is quite nice. So if the seat's a bit too deep for your leg length, maybe putting cushions behind you. So you've got a nice upright posture and feet comfortably flat on the floor. Well, I hope that's helpful. Thank you.